evening. Alright, make a coffee and then they're on.
Shall we do it? I reckon so. That's for sure. Let's do it. Alright, let's do it, lads. I'm just getting some stuff doing over here. FM24. Save changes. Great tune. Alright, let's do it, lads. I'm just getting some stuff doing. Alright, yep. I've got that all sorted. Alright. How are we, team? Hopefully we're doing alright. Always good to see you all. We'll just get the dashboard open for Twitch. We'll get into it. We're going to be scouting a fair bit and doing a few other things and all sorts. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be alright. I think we'll be fine. Just not too bad. Have a few of the boys jump around and jump on in. Need to probably go and get onto my Twitter, actually. Just let everyone know that we are live. Alright, boom, done. Alright, we've got everything all set up. Apologies for that. We'll get the music. We can continue the music to play, why not? Hopefully we're all doing well. If you are watching over on YouTube, do let me know. I'm just trying to test some stuff, obviously. And if you are watching over on Twitch, how's it going? It's Damo. We're back. Alright, let's recap how things are going. Because obviously when I work from home, all I do in the background is play FM and then film episodes when needed so the YouTube can come out with content. I highly recommend to follow the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube, keep notified. You'll be always up to date with the save via just watching in the YouTube as a whole. Yeah, the 4-4-2. It's done bits. If I move my camera out the way here, you can see we even got a result against Liverpool and all of that. But it's done absolute bitters, the 4-4-2, which is great. Turn the music down a little bit. If the music's too loud, just let me know. I'm more than happy to can it at some stage. But yeah, as you guys can see here, we got Chelsea and United to end, but we are mathematically safe, which we'll get to. But yeah, since we last been live, which was yesterday in the Ipswich game, may have been before that actually, we've played half a season, which is pretty easy to do when you're not doing too much. But yeah, the tactic changed slightly. The ball-winning midfield on support still here, but on hold position, and a box-to-box on Watson, just to get him a bit further forward. We've also got some new personnel that we need to discuss as well, which I'm sure people will know some of the guys here. We did lose Mateta in the window. He had a 32 mil release fee. Luckily for us, El Adahad decided to offer everything in clauses. So we obviously took that money and sent it out to the EFA with El Adahad saying, yep, we'll take all of that. And we've obviously signed some guys. We also lost Jokic and a few others. And we decided in the meantime to loan in Johan Kusiasari to get him developing and to keep us in the Prem, and he's looked fantastic as a target forward in the system. 5 goals, 1 assist, 7.37. He's been fantastic. What we need to do though is at the end of the window, when we get our at the end of the season when we get our budgets, I need to offer him an offer. Hopefully they say yes, and if they say yes, we hopefully is happy for him to come to us. But You never know. We needed a better midfielder than Pearson. Anton was like unconvincing in this role. Been training him. He's now accomplished, which is good. And as you can see, he's pretty damn fantastic. The Uzbekistan international, Borussia Dortmund, Stuttgart, Hanover, you name it. I think he's pretty damn good. So obviously very happy with Anton. Guys know who Pietro Pellegrini is. If you're on the Twitch chat, you'll get this. If you're not in the Twitch chat, you don't know what mum means. But yeah. Exclamation mum. Pietro Pellegrini was the one that scored the screamer that made me and mum yell at me in that clip. He's a good championship player with decent Premier League potential. Picked him up on loan from Torino. He's a freak. Exactly, Dim. Good to see you. We have signed him on loan, and more importantly, he was out of contract. And guess who is getting him in when his contract subsides? That is us. So we loaned him in to see if he would do the job. He's played as the advance forward. He's been scoring goals and pens, and now he's going to be playing up front for us here in Season 3. So that is awesome to see. And we needed a backup right winger for Cuadrado, and we signed Daniel Bassi, a 20-year-old from Bowden Glimp, who obviously was part of their team that went on that crazy run in the Europa League last year. And we signed him to play right wing, and oh boy, boys, he is very good at right wing. He's quick, he's nippy, he's determined, he can dribble, and he can whip a ball in. And that's all we need him to do, and he is superb. What I will say is I'm going to show you a game here against West Ham, which we won 5-0. By far the best game we played. West Ham are in trouble. Daniel Bassi went ballistic. Daniel Bassi was outrageous, so was Azari. John Azari, and McGuinness played well too. But yeah, backstick ball, it falls to Bassi, to the byline cut, Kusu Asari goal. But it's the second one. Watch the second one here for Kusu Asari. Ball into Bassi, and he puts it back stick. Kusu Asari, bang, thank you very much. It's another header. Awesome. Right? And then this is in Babu's goal. It's nothing special. And Babu picks it up, beats his man, and scores as a fullback on defend. So there you are. Fullbacks on defend can still go forward. And then, yeah, Anton with a ball into McGuinness. And watch this. McGuinness backstick ball, and Bassi at 5'10" steams at the backstick and heads home. Was brilliant. And our last goal of the game was Madsen into Lawrence, into Asari as the target forward. Bosnijek off the bench to score, and yeah, this means that we're mathematically safe. If we look at what we have been doing this season, we're 2 goals over XGA, we're 4 goals. So we're 2 goals over XG, 4 goals over our XGA, and we're on the same points that the game predicts us to be on, which is 44, and we're on 45. I think we are at the moment, or 44. There we go. So we're just under in points by 0.8. Nothing wrong. Looks like Brighton's going to go down with Leicester and with Wolves. So we're going to stay at the stream by scouting, of course, as well. So Joao Gomez is getting relegated, so that's fine. What we're going to do is we're just going to go to the full Wolves squad. All right. I don't know how much money we're going to get, but if they're in the first team in the Wolves squad, we're just going to go and hit the scout button and see what's going on there. All right. Awesome. We also see if Stuart has a release fee. He doesn't. Talking about youth intake players, that was our intake. Really poor second season intake, but when McGuinness is in your first intake, you're not going to say no, and McGuinness is looking absolutely fantastic at the moment and has had a pretty good year in the Prem. 3 goals, 7 assists in 30 games. It's not the worst for the youngsters, so I'm pretty happy with that. We also know that Leicester is relegated too, so we're going to have a look at Leicester's squad. Oliver Skip is their best player. I wouldn't mind if he has a release fee, to be honest. Does not have a release fee, just a relegation wage drop, which is no good. We're just going to go and scout all of them as well and see what's going on. And we will probably get to Brighton as well. Matoma is their big player that they're missing. Solly March as well could be pretty interesting. Has Matoma got a... it's not even starting. Has Born or Notte got a release fee? That's a question. He does not. That would have been nice. Matoma? He's injured. How long is he out for? Twisted ankle, 5 days to 2 weeks. Does not have a relegation release fee, which is unfortunate, but yeah, is what it is. Just, yeah, do all that. That's fine. Oh, we've accidentally pressed continue too fast, but we are playing Chelsea away from home. We'll play the aggressive system. We have got Creswell that is retiring at the end of the year, so we do need a backup left back / a starting left back next season, for sure. But we'll go through all of that. But yeah, just sit in, enjoy. We've got 2 games and then a massive scout. And that's what we need to do. We'll be doing a massive scout, trying to improve the team. Mbabu. We need a long throw trait player that's better than Mbabu as well. Watson has failed to learn the role, which makes no sense. Doesn't know how to do the long throw trait. He's working well towards it. Successfully working towards developing the individual trait. Only problem is he said that last time, then he said he couldn't do it, which just sucks. If he does, then we don't need to worry about it for the rest of the save. We've got guys. As Asari's in and fires into the side netting. Watson from deep. Backstick ball. Pietro was the target. Doesn't find him. Cucurella will get it away, but only as far as Watson. And now we can recycle with Consa, who should have been in the box. Watson. Good run from the box to box midfielder. Straight at the keeper. Still 0-0. I like this system a lot, boys. It's definitely the system we're going to gravitate towards for the rest of the save. It's a Brexit 4-4-2 with long throws and set pieces, but it also can go forward, and it's really fun. Salcedo hits. Oh, wow, somehow it doesn't go in. It's still going to be 0-0 12 minutes in. As Bassi, who's been starting for me with Quadrado coming towards the end of his contract and not being renewed. Oh, I'm not renewing it. Oh, I see the ball go out. We will look for another winger, of course, as well. If there's a really good winger playing in European football, I'll definitely go for it. Anyway, Latvia. Maybe one of the countries we'll be scouting is Latvia. But Latvia, Palmer, and Gyökeres, who's joined from Arsenal. That is correct. In this save, Gyökeres went to Arsenal for a season, barely played in the second season, and but played first season, didn't play well, and then played a game, and Chelsea's like, yeah, we're going to take you across town for 70-something million, and Chelsea said yes. Don't think that would happen in real life, but here on Football Manager, rules are meant to be broken, and that's probably one of them. Away we go. Reece James to whip one in. Goes short to Palmer, into Fofana. Fofana picks it up. Badiashile just fires one, and it's wild, and it's wide, and it's fine for us to deal with. They've had a lot more of the ball, but I tell you what, we've had some chances, and we probably should have scored. And away we go towards halftime. Reece James. Enzo Fernandez. Backstick ball. Flicked away. Lavia now picking it up. Menot Badiashile looks for Enzo Fernandez. Henderson, great keeping. He's been fantastic this season, our keeper. Mr. Dean Henderson from Palace. Palace getting relegated, also where we got Mateta from before his move away. Pellegrini, great touch from the Italian. Bassi, Watson, Kazu, Asari, and that is a goal. And right on halftime, it's 1-1. All the dogged work of Pietro Pellegrini, bringing the ball down on his chest. And I tell you what, lads, that is 1-1. That is brilliant. Great touch. Bodied off Badiashile. Bassi, Watson, first time. The box-to-box has been so important for us too since we moved into it. And at half-time, it's going to be maybe more than just 1-1. Watson. Bassi. From distance. Oh, still going to be 1-1 though, boys. If you are watching on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from and hit the sub button and the like button. The sub button so you can be notified. We do film this save with episodes on the YouTube. B, if you can hit the like button, it will help promote the stream out to other people. If you're watching on Twitch, as always, glad to have you here. We've had that community for 9 years. If you are new, hit the follow button. And if you somehow only follow my Twitch and don't sub to the YouTube, which is most of my subs on YouTube, make sure you go over and hit the exclamation YouTube in the chat, and I'll do that for you. And you can hit the YouTube button and be notified of when we're releasing content for FM26, as well as everything else. As we're doing this save to take us into FM26 in the beta. The beta will be with Watford, and we have to think of a non-league club for our non-league to legend. 56 minutes played. It is 1-1. It's Cucurella now to rip one in towards the front stick, and Gyökeres has got a brace. He's joined from Arsenal. They paid big money, and he's got a brace against me. Fun. Great ball in from Cucurella too. For a team that has a lot of hype, we should really be dealing with set pieces a lot better. We might have to go and put an extra couple men at that front stick. Salcedo's ball's picked off by Consa, but it falls back to Salcedo because that's what he does. And that's a run to Palmer. Flag stayed down, cuts at Yorkeres. What a save from Henderson at the feet of Yorkeres. The flag has gone up. Palmer was offside. They're just letting it run, and that is still going to be 2-1 down. Free kick here. The ball is here. Borza, have a dig, son. Quick free kick by David Watson. Borza, the fullback, scores. And just like that, it's 2-2. What a crazy game of football we got on our hands. With that being said, we're going to make a couple of changes here. Bassey's going to go out to the other wing, and we are going to bring in Milanov. We might actually just do it that way. Haaland saved my week. Benching Bernard Senesi, if he blanked, he would have made me lose it. Yup. Gets that way. Amin will come in for Pietro Pellegrini. He's had a pretty good game. But we'll get the fresh legs out there. Borza for Creswell. Creswell is retiring at the end of the year, boys. What a fantastic season. We'll play him, though. And we'll get Madsen in for David Watson as well. A bit more height in the box-to-box at 6'4". We'll see what we can create here late doors. Maybe we could get a win against Chelsea. Who knows? The system is really growing in confidence. We've been playing really well here. Ericsson, Christian Ericsson. Benot Badiashile, Rafael Leao, Yorkeres doesn't get on that. Henderson does well. Now, can Henderson find the head of Asari? Or does he go into a wide player? Instead, he looks for a mean, doesn't win that one. And Ericsson, great flick around the corner. Rafael Leao is a scary prospect to see running at you off the bench. That's a ball and a half towards Sterling. And somehow it's going to fall back to Sterling. That's pretty odd. And Enzo Fernandez scores, and that's a very unlucky goal to concede. It is going to be 3-2. Played pretty well, though, today. Cucurella with the throw-in. Rafael Leao. Cook. Salcedo. Ericsson. What a ball. Yorkeres should have scored. That's a pretty bad missed chance. Yorkeres definitely should have buried that one, and it's still going to be 3-2. Madsen loses out. Rafael Leao. Yorkeres going on a run ski. Back to Rafael Leao. Salcedo, Enzo, Yorkeres scores. He's offside this time. Yeah, very unrealistic. They paid 70 million for him from Arsenal, Yorkeres. So, yeah. Now, let me know about the music if it's too loud, too not, as we lose 3-2. Look, boys, I'm actually really happy with how well we played. I think we played fan-freaking-tastic. My phone's in the other room on charge. I should go and check it. Music's fine, beautiful, awesome. Got Man United on the final day. Considering it is the final day of the season, we will play Creswell, who is retiring. And Quadrado is going to make it to the bench here, and we'll bring him on for his final game in a jersey. I'm not going to give him 30k a week to be here next season. But yeah, Dan is doing fantastic. Well done, Daniel Bassey. Doing well enough that I might even start him next year. We might see if there's a better winger, like a 28-year-old, 29-year-old in their prime that could really help us. But yeah, Brighton are down now as well. Don't think we're going to be able to get Matoma, but, you know, there's definitely some players. We should look at the championship really quickly and see who is in the championship and what's going on here. All right, league table. Palace got promoted with Sunderland, which is normal. Middlesbrough trying again to get up. They weren't able to last season. Hayden Hackney is their best player, according to the game. Southampton again struggling to get up. Ramsdale in goals would be fantastic too. What I would like to do is see the season preview and see what the best team is. We've got Ramsdale was a world-class goalkeeper. I'll scout that even though we got Henderson. Sousa's coming back up. Calafiore is apparently at Southampton. What? On loan from Arsenal? Okay. Guehi's coming back up. Southampton, Rosalev. Could maybe do with a left back or right back. Sinistera, Bournemouth are coming straight back up, I believe. Xhaka, Wharton. Barella at Coventry City. On loan from Chelsea. Interesting. He could be an option too. Last game of the season, and then we'll get into hopefully getting a great budget. Fingers crossed for a very nice budget, a juicy budget. We made a lot of money this year in terms of resale on Mateta, and more importantly in money from like league and TV rights and stuff, because our wage turnover is so low. If you go to season and you go to stats, you go to team overview, team detailed, and you go to salary per spend, ours is second last to Ipswich, but we're very, very close. Spend is 14, their spend's 50, and their salary is 35. So there we are. Our spend's only 14 mil. We have the lowest spend in the league apart from Brighton, and Man City lost money. We have the second lowest wage. Burnley have got nearly double ours. Does take you time to get your wage up to a competitive level. But yeah, but that's because Burnley have stayed in the league a couple of years and paying their players more. Our staff and our scouting has become a lot better. Right? Our staff has become better. Our scouting needs work. So we're just going to go to scouts here and just going to go to any. And I don't really care about my scouts doing too much. I just want to see 16s if we could. 12 people, 15 people. Who's the cheapest? Because they will likely come. This scout at Cardiff, Alex Settersfield, has rejected me before. I might go for Damiano because we have the same name. Thank you very much, Damiano. Great name. Where were you born, out of curiosity? No thing. I just wanted to know if it was around my region. Who the hell was this guy? What are you doing at Liverpool? But this is the sort of guy. You know how we said we're looking for a winger? This is the sort of guy. Liverpool signed him for 34 million from Vallecano, and then he's played twice. He's on 94k as a fringe player. That's wild. This is the sort of guy I would go for. Determined, dribbling, first touch, technique, work rate. Like, this is like a typical Stoke signing. Like, get him as a winger on attack. He's got flair. And just be like, yep, you're in. He's left-footed, though, which does suck. But that's okay. He's left-footed. You can't complain. It is what it is. Could play him as an inverted winger on attack, because we did use that one season. Last season it did work, the inverted. But you would want your more defensive fullback on the side of the winger. So it means that Borza, who's more naturally aggressive, needs to go on that side. But yeah. Bosniak has a release fee of 27 million. I will tell you right now, if a club in the Champions League comes in and gives me 27 million for Bosniak, who is a good championship striker, they can have him. Like, they can have him. Nestri, by the way, for those wondering, I really wanted to sign him in this save. 23 million to Lille, we couldn't afford it. And he's played 20 games there, to be fair. 18 off the bench, though, but he is developing, which is nice. He's actually at a club that is playing him. Jamal Lewis, I'm probably not going to get in at any point. I think also, while we quickly have got money to look, I am going to go to players, and I don't know if you can search by trait. Can we just clear everything? Yeah. And can you search by, like, player trait? Player trait? Yeah, you can. Here. How's things, pitch side? Good to see you, mate. Hey, enjoying the countdown to FM26. Have been watching the Save It All over on the YouTube episodes. We want a long throw trait. Has the bullet throw. Possesses long flat throw. It's 203 players. The person with the highest reputation are here. There's never anyone that's like world class that does this. Tom Roth would be actually fantastic. He's pretty good and pretty cheap. Like 15 long throws, possessions, long throw trait. He's 6'4". 6'4" left back playing in the Stoke system. Yeah, me and you will have some fun. And what you do is then, as much as it pains me, Andre Borza, who's fantastic, I would actually train to be a winger on attack on the other side, or a defensive winger, and just be like a defensive winger with a winger on attack, or fullback, I don't know. But yeah, I'd like get him in here. And then think. I don't even know what I would do. But Roth would be perfect. Or what we do is train Roth to be on the other side as an inverted fullback, but he's got great crossing ability, so you really don't want to limit that. But yeah, Tom Roth was straight off the bat. Another left back as well on the other side. 14 long throws though. Interesting. This guy's a defensive midfielder with 16 long throws. And look how well rounded he is, and he's 6'3", and he's only 22. So something like that wouldn't be bad. Another fullback. I don't really need a fullback, I don't think. Yeah, I was like that, and then I did a save with Sunderland that really got me back into it. Then we started this Stoke save as a bit of a different sort of challenge, and it's been pretty fun. Now we're getting to like the players that are probably never going to be good enough for us. We do need to look into it. Now, we do have Mbabu, and Mbabu's been okay this year. I got no issues with Mbabu, but I would like Mbabu to be our backup right back next season. I would love Watson to actually learn how to throw the ball in. He's got 19 long throws, and he's got this class potential. He's tried twice to get the possess the long throw trait. Both times he's come back and says he can't learn it. He's got 19 long throws. It should be the most easiest thing for him to have. But yeah, we'll scout what's going on there. We're scouting the squads of Leicester, Wolves, and Brighton because they're staying. They're going down, and I think what's going on the shortlist is probably a question. Have a look at Enzo. Can do for your silence. Let's have a look at Enzo. Usually he's alright on FM. Don't know if we're going to be able to get him a couple seasons in, but he might be. He's at Villa, and he's looking really, really, really good, the Argentinian at 23. At Villa. Played 22 games for Villa as well. I got him for 6 mil. Nice. He's worth 38 on this game. But not too bad. Definitely worth a scout, though. But yeah, the fact that he's at Villa is going to be really difficult for us to get him. So anyone that's like negative B, we're just going to remove from the short list here. Have a very short list, which is good. And we're just going to go and get an updated scout report on everybody and see what happens. Silence over on Twitch asking to see Enzo. We'll definitely give him a scout. One more, we can definitely have a look. End of season. We're about to go on a scouting tirade, so this is fine. He's at Gladbach with 30 million, the German. 6'1", not bad. We'll give him another scout too. I don't know exactly what we're going to need. We'll work that out next season. I'm not a guy that likes a big squad when you're just trying to stay in the league and establish, which is where we definitely are. You know, this year we're meant to get relegated. It looked really, really bad for a long time. Like, if you were in the stream the other day, boys, you knew it was really bad because I haven't raged at FM like properly in a while, and you can have a look up until we play Chelsea just here, right? That is 3 wins. That is 3 wins in 4 and a bit months of football. 3 wins. We look like we're getting relegated at this stage, but we went with the aggressive 4-4-2 over to the defensive 4-4-2, and in a period where we lost every game apart from Spurs. Include Forest in that because we lost 7-0 to Forest, by the way, away from home after a red card. And yeah, unreal. See, I don't understand how he does not know how to get the long throw trait because he is so good at throwing a freaking football. He's got 19 long throws. What are you doing? Really annoying. Yes, I'm trying to build set piece FC, for sure. I'm trying to build set piece for FC. It's the whole plan. It's been fun. It's meant to be a rebuild of Stoke. Yeah, he's alright. He's got potential. He's only 19, alright? He can develop quite well. Kazuki's looking outrageous. I really want to keep him. Trying everything to get him to stay. Appreciate your position as a head coach, We're going to pray. Hopefully, he has a good game here against United. We praise him, we get the money, and then we're straight in for a 13 mil bid because he would be outrageous to pick up. But yeah. At least one of the two things came through. We loaned in Pietro Pellegrini from Torino and then picked him up on a free because he was out of contract when we loaned him. He had 6 months. And then we just wanted to see because Pietro can do a couple different things. He can either be really good or really bad. And the fact he's got 6 goals in 10 for us as the advanced forward, as the small striker, is really good. Now we just need to go and find another striker that is really, really tall. United in 9th. They've had a poor year. Club vision, by the way. They're not happy with possession football. Do not care. Sign players for the under 23s. We've done a lot of that. Set pieces, we've done well. Yeah, Luca's someone I really would like. I haven't used Luca at all in this save. In any save. He's just too much money usually. But like, Celtic want Luca, I want Luca. Like, Luca complete forward on attack with the advanced forward on the other side and just bang balls into his head. Just be like, yep. It would be fantastic. Alright, so Joe Gomez doesn't want to come in. I'm going to add him to the shortlist because this could change when they go down. Johnston I don't need. William is got potential. He's 20 years old and he's 6'1". The fact he's 6'1" and he's only 20 and he can play the ball-winning midfielder role and he's 6'1" yet again is really good. I really want height. Has he played for Wolves? Not this season, which is very odd. Add him into the shortlist. I really don't mind him. We've got to get the book out. Wiper I've never used on FM, actually, ever. Now, Lorenzo Luca I used last year on FM in a different save, but not in one of my anythings. But yeah. Alright, so Season 3. Stoke. And we got William Clem. Probably about 12 mil. Alright, Hang Hee Chan, not for us. Jose Sa, I don't need a keeper like that. Strand Larson, please tell me. He's 6'4". He would be ideal. Look, Strand Larson's someone worth checking in with because he might get transfer listed. Doherty's no good. This guy here for 2.7 is not the worst. Andre would be fantastic at Wolves. He's probably got to go to a better club. None of these guys are good. David Wolf is okay. Gabriel Barbosa is interested. I do not need Gabigol. It's too small for me anyway. Tom Doyle looks pretty good, but he's only 5'8". Like, Tom Doyle looks outrageous. He's 23, 27 million. He's an Englishman that can go up and down and back and forth. 33 games. Loves a big game, enjoys a press. Man City. Prospect. So, I use a box-to-box. He does like the box-to-box. I like a box-to-box and I like a ball-winning midfielder. Watson is also a little bit small, but he's not bad. And as a box-to-box at 20, he's pretty not bad. I'm just so annoyed with the fact that he can't get this long throw trait working. It's really annoying. I really like Tom Doyle. I think he's pretty good, Tom Doyle. For what we need, he's pretty good. Let's go and have a look. Francisco Barreto. Bocca's under 20s, 17 years of age, 5'11". He's not bad. Bocca's hot prospect? No. Apparently they got this guy that's 14. There you go. Nice. Real life player, obviously. They just genned out in game. All right, with that being said. Oh, McGuinness is learning how to play left wing. Good on you, buddy. He's up to 3.5 star. All right, and Anton's now a accomplished ball-winning midfielder. I'll use Pakistan Stomper. I don't need a ball winner because I'm pretty happy with Anton. Like, he is pretty good in this role, Anton. Does exactly what I need him to. All right. Henderson, Mbappe, Conte, Lawrence. Creswell's retiring. It's his final game. He's going to play with an injury. Get him his final game before we bring Borza on. McGuinness, Anton Watson. Bassi is playing again. We'll get Quadrado on. Going to be his final game. Kazoo, Azari, and Pellegrini have had a fantastic partnership up top. And I really want to keep this guy. I really do. But it is what it is. Anyhow, let's go and see what we can do here against United. While the game loads, I'm just going to quickly go and get my phone because it has been on charge in the other room. Probably respond back to my girlfriend because she's probably seen it. And let's see what we can do. If you are watching, give it a follow, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Half-time 0-0. Wow, I missed that. Apologies, boys. My phone was really flat with the new iOS update, but it's on 44%. I lost my little cable, and I don't want my little big, like, 5-meter cable coming out my room in case I lose it, even though I could just put it just in here. But yeah, is what it is. Anyway, don't know if I missed anything. Atomic Surfer, I'm good, mate. How about yourself? Good to see you. Go get revenge, boys. 0-0 at half-time. What a second half of the season we're having. It has to be said. Amad Diallo, backstick ball, Hoyland's there. Headed away by only as far as Kobe Manu, who does not get the game time he should at United. Ball out finds Pellegrini, who has signed for us, and he doesn't hold it up. I'm great, honestly. That's really good. What makes it so great at the moment? Mbabu doesn't win. I want him to be the backup right back, but we need to sign someone with a long throw trait for that to happen. Kazoo Asari. Let's go, sir. It's Sammy Sauce, so it's Ali. How's things? Good, mate. Yourself? Pellegrini. Bang! Cian McGuinness, what a drilled in ball. We actually lead. 1-0. When's the poker streams? I've got a series starting next week, live. So I don't think we're going to have poker streams for a while because I just got a few live events. I've got another one in November and another one in December. So obviously, because live takes a lot of time and plus full-time job and FM coming out, I don't think we have enough time to stream a session or two. It will happen as well. But yeah, anyhow. Ball is picked off by Lamnas. Pietro, by the way, has been fantastic in this system. We just need to get another target forward. and we're really good. We could go an advance forward and a smaller guy, but I think you want tall timber. As Pellegri's effort is blocked, Anton heads straight back to the keeper. And yeah. Ash's streams? Maybe. I've got work during the day and a lot of the days, so yeah. Alright, everybody clap. Creswell was off. What a fantastic career, Aaron Creswell. We salute Aaron Creswell. He has helped us get to the Premier League, and he has helped us stay up with a couple of penalty goals this season. Well done, Aaron Creswell. Yeah, Saveni getting the clap out on the Twitch chat, which is good to see. Thank you very much. This could be the last time we see Bosniak as well, so we are going to bring him on here for Asari. And that could be the last time we see Asari in a shirt as well. We'll get him off, and we'll get Bosniak in. Henderson going long. Pietro Pellegrini bodies his man, but doesn't beat Manu. Lemons. Ball goes long. Borza wins. Anton. McGuinness, you've been fantastic. Anton now. Great ball into Watson. Don't know how on earth Pellegrini didn't lock onto that, but sure thing game. As Sancho picked off by Jarell Quansah. No, how's things going? It's a rainy day. We're winning against United, and it's 2-0. It's Bosniak off the bench. It's his 9th goal of the year. The guy that was the best striker in the Championship last season has scored 9 goals. I will say if an offer comes in for him for about 20 to 30 mil, we will sell, because I'd rather have a younger striker that could grow. But he fits the build. He's a 6'4" sort of guy. And that was a great finish. He is 6'2", sorry. He's pretty good. He's a good small striker. With that being said, we're 2-0 up. Bassi is off. He's had a fantastic season. Juan Cuadrado. Last game for us. Off you go. I do not envision giving him a new contract. I could maybe. He's a leading championship player. 3 goals, 9 assists is not bad for us. I just don't see the need of re-signing a 36-year-old. I wouldn't mind it, not going to lie. I don't know. Should we re-sign him? Should we give him 1 more year? Should we? I don't know. Like, he's super determined. Still got the great technicals and the crossing in the first touch. And he's still got pace. Just, I don't see what's going on. Where are we in the league? We were as low as the relegation zone. We've battled in the 12th in our first season in the league. So I'm pretty happy. But he's going to come on, which I think is pretty good. And we'll give Amin some game time here for Pietro as well now that we're 2-0 up. Amin, by the way, has got 5-star potential, but I don't see him hitting it. If you are watching over on the YouTube, please give the stream a like. Helps promote it. If you could get him as an impact or sub or something as a mentor for Bassi would be pretty good. Like in my world, Bassi would start, and well, in my world, Cuadrado would start Bassi off the bench. But Bassi needs the minutes to develop. So, yeah. I'm actually tempted just to go and buy like a 28-year-old ready-made winger and have Bassi off the bench still. As McGuinness, great ball, Cuadrado. If he gets an assist here, though, which he does, look, it's his 10th assist of the season. What do we want? He's got 10 assists. 10 assists this season. We're 3-0 up against United on the final day. We're 3-0 up against United on the final day. United have nothing to play for. We're just playing for pride. But bang! 3-0. We're on fire. We've been playing that defensive system. Look, I will go into the defensive system because why not? But people that don't know, this is the system that got us promoted to the Prem. A defensive 4-4-2 with 2 DMs that was time wasting from minute 1 on defensive. And we'll just go win games of 30% possession, winning 1-0, 2-0. Nick Madsen will come in here for Watson. And he'll go as a DLP, please. And Mbabu. Great season. Oh, wait, no. We're not out. It's all right. Junior. All good. Might try and loan Junior out next year because he's still got some potential. But, yeah. Can we keep a clean sheet on the final day? Madsen going long. Pietro. Well, it's a mean now. But, yeah, didn't get on there. Thank you very much, Shrews1985, for the follow. Where you watching from, mate? Where you watching from? And thank you yet again for the follow here on the Twitch. For those watching on YouTube, I am streaming obviously on Twitch, as you guys can see. Is a Mad Diallo. It's an effort over the bar, thanks to a Henderson save. Still 3-0 in the defensive system. Sancho, ball back stick. Lawrence clears away. Manio with the ball. Madsen picks it off. Falls back to Federiksen. Mano. Mispronounce the name. Henderson has been so good at that. Ball's in the box. He just comes and claims them all. Outrageous. 6 minutes at a time. It's a quarter. It's McGuinness. He whips it back. Sticks. Jamil Lawrence at 6'7" heads over. Outrageous, lads. I did not think we are going to beat Man United, but on the final day, it is finished Stoke 3 and United 0. Beautiful. That is outrageous. I am over the moon with that. May as well just continue. We'll go and see exactly where we finished in the data hub, which will obviously do all that for YouTube, of course, as well. 24 million for where we finished. We finished in 11th. We actually jumped a place on the final day. We jumped over Burnley by a point. We only finished a handful of points behind United, which kind of sums United up in real life. Fantastic result. Hey, all right, Stella. Fantastic result, you cheeky dog. Hello. Hello. You want some food? I think the dog wants food. Check the relegation release fees. I have already. We're scouting Brighton, Wolves, and Leicester at the moment. We are doing that originally. Board's giving us 90 million, boys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, be right sec. I'm just going to go and feed the dog. Stella, what do you want? Food? Come on, let's go. That's why I was surprised. 89 million, boys. Let's go. All right, let's film this very quickly here for YouTube. We'll pause the music and we'll get the 3, 2, 1 count in. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Season has finished, everybody, and well, it went fantastically. This attacking 4-4-2 has changed the whole season, and we play some fun football. More importantly, our wage is up to 950k per week and 89 million to spend. As you can see, that is a lot of money for us to spend and a lot of payroll that we can move around with as well. In terms of the season and how it finished, we finished in 11th, jumping Burnley on the final day and only finishing a few points behind Manchester United. Since we last met, which was obviously the highlights just before against Brighton, we beat and West Ham, obviously I showed you the goals. We drew to Liverpool 2-2, which was fantastic. Outrageous to draw away at Anfield in a very even game. The system is just very good, and Pietro Pellegrini, spoiler alert, 7 goals in 11 games. I did go and sign him on a free contract because he was out of contract. The main reason we loaded and see how well he did. He's going to be up front next season. On top of that as well, we lost to Arsenal 3-0. We played a cracking game against Chelsea, which we lost 3-2 in a game that we were thoroughly in. And we did beat United 3-0 on the final day. We looked fantastic in this game. Pietro Pellegrini and McGuinness combining for a goal there. In terms of what we'll do now is we're going to break down the squad. And we'll also break down exactly what positions we need. I'm currently live on stream, so we're about to go on a massive scout to try to find some people. As you can see from our numbers here, should have finished 13th, finished 11th. We were okay from set pieces. We were decent in defensive numbers, as in we gave away a lot of chances, but we actually limit the opportunities of conversion rate to our opponents, which means a lot of long shots and a lot of crosses, which we're dealing with, and backstick headers and stuff. But yeah, we were okay. Low goal scoring, so, expected goals against per game compared to our actual goals probably highlights to a lack of quality. And we did play the defensive system for a lot, but second half of the year, we actually had more shots per game with a decent conversion rate. So really, this attacking 4-4-2 system is the way of the future for us. But what we'll do now is we'll cut away and come back with us breaking down exactly how the squad looks, what positions we need, and what we're going to be scouting for next episode. That is that episode done there. If you guys don't know, this will be episode 10. We've only got episode 3 out. We will be uploading quite a fair bit before the FM26 release day. Now, let's go through the squad is what we'll do. We'll sim forward another day or two, and we'll go through the squad. End of season. Daniel Bassi got signing of the season. Decent. They reckon Mateta was in our best 11. I would agree. They reckon it was Pearson and Watson. Cool. Competitions. Golden Glove makes no sense why it would come in there, but sure. Club of Vision meeting. I'm happy with all of that. They want me to avoid relegation from the Prem again next season. I'm happy to do that. End of meeting discussion. Optimistic we can avoid relegation. Training camp, USA. We also got South Africa, Scotland, Netherlands, Singapore. I'm actually going to go and make it Germany. Why not? Let's go and play against some German teams. Cool. All right, now let's discuss the squad. Right, we're going to obviously discuss it here on YouTube, and YouTube is. What I like to do is I like to plan out my best 11 and my backup 11, and I would like to play for each position. What I will say, though, is when I am playing as a, as a newly promoted side, and I don't have Europe, I don't need a full set of rotation. If you go deep in the cup, then so be it, but that's a good problem to have, right? So straight off the bat, I have no issues with any of these. What we probably should do is have a look at what Quadrado wants. He wants to be an under-18s coach. He doesn't want to play football anymore. Quadrado doesn't want to be a footballer anymore. He's retiring. Quadrado is retiring to become a coach and he'd be part of our coaching staff. That's quite nice. That's pretty wholesome. So, yeah. When I look at my starting 11, obviously Creswell's not here. It's Borza. Creswell's retiring, right? There's some obvious holes. And we'll be discussing this again, but because these guys are here. So, like, Bosniak and Amin probably can be in the team. Minanov, Rigo, Quadrado doesn't even get in there. He's about to retire. Madsen, right, needs to be one of the positions. Right? Needs to be needed in box-to-box midfield. Junior's probably not good enough to be a backup, but he still has potential, right? I think if we're looking to get this sorted, we're probably looking to take Junior out and it'll be in Babu here, right? We're looking at this bench. Pearson, I think, makes way. Quadrado's about to retire. Nathan Lowe probably should make the bench. Like, he's had a really good year for us, and he's the sort of guy I wouldn't mind. Like, 4 goals, 1 assist, 2 men of the matches off the bench. He's my perfect plan B. Like, if he hits his potential, he'd be a decent to good Sky Bet championship, but he's also a homegrown talent. So him playing minutes in the Prem would be fantastic for him. And he played pretty well. 3 starts, 10 off the bench, 4 goals. Can't really complain. Didn't really do it for Stockport County, but, it is what it is. So, yeah, when you're looking at it, it's like, okay, I don't know what exactly that we need, but, yeah. But what I'll do is I'll move Bassi into here. Rigo. Like, Thomas Rigo is probably not good enough as well to be a backup. And then, yeah. But I'm happy with the back 4 apart from Mbabu, which is not too bad. But we're definitely going on a scout tonight. We're going to scout the whole of Europe. Anyone that's under 23 that is playing for their national team in their national setup, I'm going to be scouting. And anyone in South America that's under the age of 21, we're going to be scouting. I think is going to be the roles here. Victor's wanted as well, so it's important to go through all of this too. So Victor's wanted, and I would probably sell. There's no one else that has any interest. All right, let's discuss it with YouTube. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. This is the squad and what it looks like, YouTube, for the next season. As per the first season, if you haven't watched that episode, I would explain what we're doing. Is I pick what the starting 11 looks like, then I go through it and set up what would be my backup 11. And what I like to do is have one player for each position as a backup, so you could have a brand new starting 11 if you wanted to fully rotate. What I will say is because we're looking to establish ourselves in the Prem, we're not going to have Europe. The cup competition, if you go on a run, players get tired, so be it. You just want to have lots of quality in your starting 11 and then fill out your bench of guys that can do a job and play multiple positions, like Nicholas Madsen, for instance, can play midfield, defensive midfielder for playing defensively minded and then at centre-back, right? And we've got guys like that with like Anton, who, by the way, has been absolutely exceptional this season since coming in and is one of our best footballers. He is Uzbekistani international, by the way. Yeah, highly recommend him on your saves. He should be at Dortmund when you guys are there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through each player and what I want to see, right? Firstly, when you talk about Mbabu, you have to talk about Watson. I have tried 3 different times to get him to learn the long throw trait, right? And we're going to do it again. He has twice now not been able to do it, and this is the 3rd time we put it on. Well, 3 times he hasn't been able to do it. This is the 4th time we're putting it on. I don't understand how a guy with 19 long throws cannot develop the long throw trait, but it is a problem. Because my plan was Mbabu comes in while he learns it. He learns it first time around. He then takes the long throws. We have a midfielder that's going to be Rory Delap moving forward and is just our guy. Not the case. So we now have Mbabu at right back, who's not good enough to be the right back for us moving forward if we're going to progress the save. However, really good with long throws and does play the system. What we're probably going to do is we're going to need a player that has the bullet long throw trait that is good enough to be in the starting 11. Outside of that, Conce has been fantastic. He's developed pretty well. He's not had a great year, but will be a lot better next year. Jamie Lawrence has actually been really, really good as well, but hasn't had the most fantastic year. Apparently, he's better as a ball-playing defender. I don't see it as a centre-back, but cool. For the sake of the star ratings, we'll go to that and see whatever. It's fine. Right? Boers has developed really, really well. Been fantastic. We need a backup left-back because Creswell, wherever he is retiring at the end of the season. Cool. Now let's discuss midfielders. McGuinness is looking this good. I could play him at left back and play him at centre defensive mid, centre mid, play him up front, play him in the 10. Heck, I could even train him to play on the right-hand side as an inverted winger. He's fantastic. We're going to do nothing else with him. He's a 17-year-old. He just had his 17th birthday. 3 goals, 8 assists in his first season in the Prem, and he's not even 18 yet. He's going to be really good. I have no qualms in McGuinness staying out at left wing. He's fantastic. Right? If you look at the midfield, Watson we discussed, Anton we discussed, I'm happy with both of them being the midfielder. God forbid Watson learns the long throw trait and then we don't have to worry about this. But maybe if we find a midfielder with the long throw trait, Watson could miss out. Right wing's where it gets interesting. Bassi has been fantastic and second half of the year has been a revelation and he's developing quite nicely. However, I look at Bassi and I go, you're never going to be a world beater, but what you are is someone off the bench in the last 20 minutes with speed, determination, and dribbling ability, and he can whip in a ball. So with that, I want him to be my backup winger and in games coming in for a guy on the right. So you might be thinking, Damien, where's Quadrado? Quadrado, right, out of contract at the end of the season, don't know if we're going to renew it. So I went in to go and see what contract he would like. I'm not going to click on it. He wants to be the under-18s coach. And he wants to retire. So Quadrado is going to come in and be our 18s coach. And with that, Quadrado is going to retire. So we need a right winger. So straight away, we need a more defensively minded fullback that is of the level, right? and we need a right winger. By the way, Dean Henderson's been fantastic for us. He's been incredible. 6.87. Yeah, we conceded 42 goals, but he has been great. So I'm actually really happy with the centre back and the left back. Bors has been developing quite nicely too, for those wondering. Wonder kid, 19. I absolutely love him. 15 caps for Romania. He's great. The midfield three here, not bad, with Watson probably being one we could upgrade on. And then obviously right wing being we could go for someone well made. As mentioned just previously, Pietro Pellegrini has come in, scored 7 goals in 11 appearances, 6'2", loves being as a target forward or an advanced forward. He's going to come in and play again for us next season. For us, what we want to do is play him next season, see if he develops. And if he does, great. And if he doesn't, he's going to be worth about 30 million. We can ship him off for some profit. But Pietro Pellegrini, someone I always look for in FM, he's fantastic. Yoann Kuza Azari, right? When I go to discuss with him, he doesn't have no interest in coming in to our football club on a permanent basis. However, what I will say is he's been fantastic, and in the happiness, he appreciates my position as a head coach. So what we hope is we've had a good enough relationship with him that when we put this bid in and buy and say yes, and we're going to do this live and hopefully buy and say yes here for 13.5 million, right? I am happy with all of that. We hope he's willing to talk to us. If he's not, it's sad, but if he is, we've got our front two for many seasons to come, and Kazu Azari will be that guy because he's looked pretty good. Now, on the bench, our backup goalkeeper has interest, according from a Saudi club, would sell for 15 million or something. Mbappe on the bench, we actually need some backup defenders because as much as I would look at Ben Wilmot, he's not really of the level, and as much as I look at Ben Gibson, he ain't of the level. We need a backup left back because Krez was retiring. Rigo's probably not good enough, so we're going to need a backup midfielder. Madsen's pretty good, could play multiple positions. Amin has had a decent year and probably is good enough to be a backup. That's fine. Bosnijek has had a really good year. 9 goals, 4 assists, and 34 is not bad for Bosnijek. However, he's worth 30 million. If a club comes sniffing around for 20 to 30 million, we will get rid of him. And then we have Nathan Lowe. He has 2 man of the matches, looks pretty good, 6'5", and is a big boy up front that can head a ball. As much as he doesn't have the potential, he's got the physicals to really dominate a game, so he will be in and around. We also got Manoff, who's not been great, but he's worth like 20 mil, and he's only 23. I think using Manoff as someone on the left-hand side as a backup to McGuinness is perfectly fine for another season if we get better quality on the bench. So what I'm saying is that, if we get a backup centre midfielder, if it is Watson starting, that is like 18, 19 with potential to develop, like Bassi, for instance. So when we look at the team, it depends on what happens with Yoann Kusi Azari in just a second, if he is coming or not, or we need a striker. We need a starting right winger that is really good and can be really dynamic, and we need a right back that is either really defensive or a crazily attacking right back that makes me go to Borza and say, mate, you probably got to be more defensive even though you're looking really good. So we're going to continue on, and as I thought, he does not want to come in, which is annoying. So what we can do is go to loan, and they're not even going to talk to us. We're going to lose, unfortunately, Yoann, which is unfortunate. I'll monitor the situation and see if maybe we can talk to him again later, but it means we're going to need a striker. So, yeah, straight off the bat, I'll do that. And look, just for argument's sake, let's just put Lowe here because he can play the role really well. We're going to need a striker, a right wing, and a right back with depth off the bench, potentially young depth. So what we're going to do is we're going to scout the relegation teams in Brighton, Wolves, and Leicester for relegation release clauses. We're also going to go down to the Championship very quickly, right, where the playoff finals Southampton and Birmingham. So it's probably Southampton coming up. Middlesbrough and Norwich both fail to come up again. So, someone like Josh Sargent, who is 6'1" and can probably do a job, is probably worth a scout, right? And we'll go through some of the best players in the Championship. And then I'll go through the whole of Europe and scout, anyone that's playing under 21, who's playing first team football that's 21, 23 or younger, see if we find someone. But that's the team. That's the system we're taking to next season. Our goal was to finish 11th again because the goal of the save is to make us an established Premier League club. We finished in and around mid-table again. In 3 seasons, we've done our job and we can say the save is done. However, what I want to do is get through this next season really quickly and hopefully give us a season 4 where we can look to maybe make Europe. Anyhow, That's the end of the episode. That's the end of season 2. Thank you for watching here, YouTube. As always, links down below to the Twitch where I'm currently live and the boys are watching on stream. So thanks to the lads, right? Give the episode a like. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new around here and you watch this long. There's going to be more FM26 content. The beta will be Watford. I still need to pick a non-league legend side. I'm going to have the playlist to this series on one side. I'm going to have our top 10 Twitch clips of all time. We are streaming also live on YouTube. So if you don't use Twitch, you can hit the notification bell for whenever I sporadically go live. With that being said, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you very much, and we'll see you for episode 11, which will be season 3, with some transfers and seeing how we've improved this side. All right, that is episode 10 done. All right, we now need to go on a scout. So, unfortunately, Kazoo Azari has said no. Annoying. We need a fullback. We need a... Okay. So we're not going to marry ourselves to any players. We're going to put the music back on. I'm going to go and check my phone again. And my dog's been barking, so he may want to come back in or not. And yeah. Or she, I should say. But yeah. Really, really interested with this guy. Scouting in progress. Cool. Tossin's asking to leave. Oh, Tossin would be a great backup. I haven't used Tossin in a save in ages, boys. All right, we'll wait for the updated scout reports to come through as well. And now we're going for a scout. Let's update the title. Update the title now. Let's continue on, boys. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. As the FA Cup's about to play out, Arsenal versus Chelsea, and yeah, let's see how we go. So we're going to do the rubbish for mum. Wilkinson's actually a pretty good coach. Yeah, get rid of this guy. What? Let's go and go through, and then yeah, we'll go through each Brighton player as well. Is that Auto Civic? What's that one? New scouting budget, ongoing scouting. Yeah, for Mascara at 14 wants to come in. For 12. It's not the worst. Consistent low price. I don't mind it. So we need a right back, a centre back, a right wing, depth, and a long throw. John Arias as a midfielder is not the worst. I wouldn't mind him playing out wide, but training him to be a role is probably not for us. How tall is Arias? 5'8". Probably not tall enough to put him up front. Hugo Bueno as a backup left back's probably air. Totti's not good enough. Sugara, 28 years of age, is an inverted winger. Nothing crazy. Backup keeper's probably usable as well. Ben Nielsen, Romero, this guy's no good. Jakob probably is a very good backup keeper. At Leicester his whole time. So he is homegrown in the league, which is pretty important. So at 6'4" and a backup, I don't mind it, but it's probably a bit too much wage, right? Might as well go after a younger one. Begovic, no. Maxwell Cornet. For me, he's not the guy. How injured are you? It says he's injured. He's already travelling somewhere else. He's broken his foot as well. Victor Mendez, leading championship defensive midfielder, 5'8", a bit small. Thiago Dantas. Dead Spence. Not the worst. He's quick. Luke Thomas is worth way too much money. This striker's not good enough. Morano's only worth 2.5 million. For 2.5 million, how the hell do we not bring him in? $5'10". He can play DM and he can play here. He's 26. 5'10". Played 16 games. 2.5 million. That has to be a mistake, right? For 2.5 million, it's a no-brainer for a defensive option on the bench, like with Madsen and him. If he wants to be a rotation option, of course. By making this signing, it kind of locks Watson into playing again next season, which is perfectly fine because it is an option that can take a long throw. I can't make the option. It must already be... Okay, he's already joining Leicester. Okay, that's probably why. Cool. Caber to Collie. Oh, yeah. Loves a big game, consistent and unhappy. 6'2", really physical Caleb. Like, what I like about Caleb is he's a proper centre-back. He's got natural fitness, stamina, and he's a bit strong, and he's not bad. Would you want to be a rotation option? Could also maybe be like that as well for 23 million. Would probably not get in because I like Jamie Lawrence, but Jamie Lawrence is pretty good too. Like, Caver Collie is a decent good Premier League. He loves a good... He's pretty consistent. 23 mil is a lot of money for him though. We'll wait and we'll see, but Caleb Colley's going in there. Put him in the book. Sensi, he's alright. Oliver Skip, 42 million. I would like Oliver Skip, but he's probably want to go to a bigger club like Liverpool, for instance. Samari as well, 6'2", would be outrageous to sign. Has a relegation release here of 26 mil. Wants about 130 to 170k. Probably too much of what we can offer. Corrado hangs up the boots. Fantastic footballer. Damian was coming in. So that was enough scouting there. See what we can do. Tom has no interest. Evan Nielsen, 55 mil, was extremely interested. I would like to do it, mate. Carl Rushworth, decent Premier League player, English. Cheap for a backup. 6'2". Yeah. I want to look at that fullback again. Tom Roth. For 600k, like bringing him in would be huge. I would have to play him at left back, at right back, which is annoying, but I could play him at centre back. Could maybe move him as a ball-winning midfielder in the midfield. I could almost play him box to box because I'm like, you're really good at getting up and down. You're 6'4", you're pretty determined. You've got long throws, you can get up and down. It's got 15 crossing. It would be a shame to play this guy in the middle of the park, all right? Like, it would be a decent winger. Like, as a winger, getting up and down, like, yeah, really, really good. Like, passing, dribbling, first touch, pretty... You could come back, stick, and head the ball, but he's not a winger. We'll wait and see what the scout report is. This guy's okay. Transfer list notification is... Samar. Samar is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. Box to box, 6'2". He can get up and down. He can do a lot of things, but it depends on what Watson does. I will say with Watson is I think he's a very, very, very capable footballer. I would like Watson to be the backup if we can find someone that possesses the long throw trait. I'm sorry, but you're going to be retired down as a scout, please. All right. Who else will be scouting, please? Thank you, game. Yeah, we still got quite a lot of players. We got 84 players, by the way. Tosin wants a move to Udinese from Celtic. 3.4 million. Mate, for 3.2 million, this is a no-brainer. Perfect backup. Squad players happy to come in. Beautiful. 5 years. 6.5. It's a very low release fee, mate. I'm happy with that, though, for Tosin. It is a lot of wage, but Tosin's going to be a really good backup centre-back for us. Like, if Lawrence or Conte are out of form, we just put him in, and he's very good, and he's English. And he can play right back. I don't know if he's learnt to play right back, but he can play right back. Put him in. Like, as imagine Tosin being an inverted wing back on defend and just sits in whilst Borza bombs on. That's kind of my thinking, is buying a right back that can play centre back. So, for me, that's pretty good. I think he's very well rounded. For 3.2 million, that is a no-brainer. All right, this guy's not good enough. Let's go through this. So, who is the best? Andre is the best in this list. He's dubious about coming. I do not have the money. Cool. Palhovic is probably too much money. He's unhappy. Look, I would like to bring you in as well, but it's too much money. Strand Larson is dubious about coming in, but I would love to bring him in. Like, 6'4", complete forward, can hit the back stick, can also bring others into play. Like, I think this is something that I would do. Scored 9 goals this season. Could you imagine him and Pietro Pellegrini up front together? Oh, yeah. We've got 86 mil to spend. Do we want to waste 40 on Strand Larson? I kind of do. 28 million on this guy. I will say, looking at him as a winger, he's pretty good. He's got 16 passing. He's also fairly well-rounded. Wanted by Dortmund and Celtic. Yeah, I'm very tempted. 42 mil Wolves paid for him last season. Would generate an extra 1.9 million. Has a 28 mil release fee. It's very tempting for this guy too. So we're going to put Strand Larson in the book. We're probably going to put Yuki in the book too. Interesting. So I'm going to add you to the shortlist too. Strand Larson's already in the shortlist. Cool, cool. This guy at St. Pauli called Eric Smith is 6'4", can play centre back and can play DM. 7 mil, that's not bad. He's wanted by 12 clubs. Consistent individual. Is a little bit susceptible to injuries. St. Pauli got relegated, so 7 mil is not bad. Determination is pretty good. I think if as a backup, it's not the worst. But as a backup, he can play defensive mid and he can play centre back and he can play centre mid. He probably wants to come in and be a first choice option, right? Like for 7 mil at backup centre back, makes a lot of sense. We'll do that. A little bit older than what I want, but that's fine. Ballo Toure at 28 at left back. We don't need a left back. He's pretty good though, Ballo Toure. Arunho at 23 at centre back for 11 to 15. Thomas Arunho. Wanted by Palace. Pretty good at 6'2". So that's not too bad. Victor Mendez, DLP, 25-year-old Chilean international. 5'8", a bit small for me. The 17 mil was not bad. Yusuf is alright. He's generally very good. 6 foot. Like, I would put Yusuf up front and be like, Yusuf, just bring everyone into play. But if he was 6'3", beautiful. Target forward, come and do your thing. He's not. He's also not quick enough to be a winger. So as much as I like him, he's not the guy. Matuko's 5'11". Look at the physicals. Look at the physicals in the Congolese international. Want to buy a lot of clubs. Like, imagine this guy's a ball-winning midfielder. Pew. Also, we got Anton, who's physically pretty good and pretty good determination too, the Uzbek international. I think this guy's alright. A Collie we already know about. 23 mil is probably a little bit too much. Gabriel Barbosa I don't want to go for because he's a bit too small. Mendevi as a left winger is interesting, but I would almost say we should put him on the right, the Congolese international. This guy's got good ability, but he doesn't have dribbling ability. We could put him up front as an advanced forward. Like, him on the last man running at people would be pretty insane. He's also 6 foot, so he can header. And like, he's got 11 headering. He's not the worst at 43 million. He's wanted by Valencia. Vestergaard at 32 still has ability, but I don't think we're going to bring Vestergaard in even though he's 6'6". Could be a decent backup, but yeah. Zimmer at 24, 6'3", fairly well rounded for 6 mil. I think for 6 mil, he makes a lot of sense as a backup. 24 years of age. Like, he has some resale value. He's not the worst. He could probably be a decent backup. But do you want to be a backup? Interesting. We should probably get to scouting other nations before we do that. This guy here has got a good left foot. Would be a not bad backup left winger. This guy's Austrian international. Also 6 foot. I like that. He can also Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, so Marcel's okay. This is the sort of guy I wouldn't mind. He's got 75 to 90 million, sure. Don't know why that would be. Let's just go and get these 4. Move on to the next one. Azerbaijan, shouldn't be anyone here. There's a 17-year-old though, good on you. Belarus, shouldn't be anyone there. Belgium. Arta, not the worst. This guy is okay. Roman Lavia, we're not even going to bother because we can't get him. Denest is okay. Hugo is very good, but we have 70 million. The values are too much. So we're not even going to bother with Belgium. How's their under-21s looking? This guy's on a free. Doesn't look like he's good enough, which the game also tells me that he's not. Some regens there. That's pretty cool. No one of note, I would imagine, at this just yet. 18-year-old Kareem. Tahovic is probably not the worst as well. Philip. Dedic, obviously, as well. Let's go with these guys at 23. Bulgaria. Gotta love to see a Bulgarian in the team. We do love to see it. Just get a scout on these guys. Croatia. Got Luka, who plays at centre-back. I know that. Cyprus don't have any talent. Czech. Kinski, eh? 4.5k for Kinski. Really? At Spurs. I would have Kinski in as a backup keeper every day. Wait for the scout report, but Kinski could be our backup keeper. Denmark have got some options as always, so let's go and scout that. They have naturally a very young squad. England's got Ethan and that in. I'm not even going to bother with England because we won't find the talent. The talent would be too much money. Faroe Islands, Finland. You never know. There might be a Finnish talent in there. Lucas Bergstrom's a decent keeper. France, yeah, no point as well because, look, let's be honest. France are just too much money and they're too good, right? So let's just go back to senior squad and away we go. Georgia. I doubt there's anyone that's really good enough to come for Georgia. Yeah. Germany, don't have anyone. Cool. Gibraltar, there's a 17-year-old. Good on you, mate, for playing for Gibraltar. I love it. Greece generally have some talent, so we'll go with that. That guy for 850k, by the way, is meant to have some potential. Like, he could be a right back, but he's more of an aggressive right back. Could be a right winger. Again, don't think he's actually this good. But we'll wait for a scout report. Hungary have got some talent. This guy here is... Oh, that was the guy from the Puxis Academy, apparently. Scout these guys. Iceland. Doubt any of these guys are good enough, but you never know. Israel. Again, I doubt that any of these guys are good enough, but you never know. None of them are going to be a bad. Italy, Scalvini. Again, I don't think a major nation they're going to come to me if they're playing first team football. What I might do is go to Italy's under-21s. Generally can find them cheap. There's a 16-year-old already playing in the under-21s. Oh, okay. Atalanta have just produced this guy out of nowhere. Cool. We're not going to be around in the save for long enough. Backup keeper. Look, he's 6'4" at Napoli. Could be something. Martinelli I've used. Tommaso I've used in saves. He's pretty good too. I'll definitely look at him as a backup keeper with his 17 kicking. David at left back or playing left mid could definitely be an option as well. Esposito's not bad. Lapini's okay. Yeah, this is not bad. Alessandro Giovanni will give a scout to as well because of everything that's going on. Kazakhstan. Don't think any of these guys are going to be any good. Kosovo, Latvia, no. Liechtenstein, no. Lithuania, no. Luxembourg, no. Malta, no. Moldova, no. Montenegro, doubt it. Netherlands, yeah. look, outside of Sky Vink, I don't think the rest of them are going to be whatever. Roofs is probably a not bad backup keeper. Chavi Simmons is too much money. Gravenbergs is too much money. Matson's too much money. North Macedonia, Northern Ireland, Norway. Definitely worth scouting Norway. They have some pretty good talent. Poland also definitely have some pretty good talent. Portugal, I doubt anyone in this list is going to be good enough for us. Rory Silva is pretty cheap in 6'2". So, like, yet again, under 21s that are pretty cheap, I'm pretty happy with. Joe Finesca is super cheap. Finesca at 6'2" for 300k. Sorry, let's go. He's leaving on a free. Oh, he's already accepted a contract offer. That's weird that it's not telling us. Okay, odd. I got excited there for a second. Not gonna lie. Let's go and get these guys scouted. Might as well go get these guys scouted too. Republic of Ireland already got some youngsters. Any of them getting into the first team? No. This guy's not good enough. Kyle Fitzgerald is not the worst. Could be a decent winger. He's fairly quick. We'll give him a scout. Romania's got Borza. No one else is that young playing at Romania apart from Drazen, who's pretty good. Russia don't have a national team on this. Fletcher Boyd. Don't think he's any good. We'll give him a scout though at Villa. Bowitt, 6'3" and fairly well rounded. 9 million at Portsmouth. Doubt he's any good. Serbia generally have some talent, so we'll go and have a look. Anyone in the Serbian under 21s? Already got a whole heap of regens, so we'll give them a scout. Slovakia's the same. When you see a regen for Slovakia, just scout it. This is an 18-year-old on a free. Doubt he's any good. Senior squad. Scout that. Slovenia. Spain have too much talent. Might be a decent backup striker, Noel Lopez. On the 21 squad. Goalkeeper leaving on a free. Fairly well rounded at 6'3". Give that a scout. Paulo Toure's leaving on a free. Wow, really? Oh, he's already joining another club. Boo! Sweden got Malberg. Generally pretty good is John Malberg. He's on loan from Salzburg. Wouldn't mind picking him up. Switzerland, generally these guys are going to be not enough. Pretty good backup footballer there though. Turkey, Ukraine. All right. Wales and we're done. Cool. All right. Let's go and see what the scouts come through. So now we got a lot of scout reports, boys. We've got a lot of scout reports. See what happens. We'll also do what Dim's saying as well, which is the good old pick our 16 attributes for those that haven't seen this. Four players in range that are interested in coming in. So we've got this 22-year-old who would be outrageous as a winger. He is a winger and a half. Already being scouted, cool. Tommy Doyle, and this guy at half AC. Oh my. He would be a midfielder. Not my type of midfielder. He can tackle, so you could probably play as a box-to-box. He's got pretty good speed too at 5'7", a little bit small. But not too bad. 2 players that are 19 make this list. Luca at Osijek. 5'11", very well-rounded, would be a great backup midfielder. David, the left back at AC, gets the list too. We go to 19. What else comes up? We've got 4 players now. Jevy Simmons. It's only worth 14 million. Jevy Simmons. Great agility. Great balance. Great dribbling. Great first touch. Has got a right foot. Got great determination, flair, off the ball, vision and passing. Oh. Yeah, David is really, really good. I've used him in a save. Jevy Simmons might be the option here. Currently wanted by a whole heap of clubs. Give him a scout report, but before I do you want to come in? Mate, Jevin, me and you are going to have some fun, I reckon, if you come in, buddy. Making the offer of 12.75 here for Jevin Simmons. It's too cheap to pass up. And this guy's a Carrillo, 6'4". Norwegian under 21, 6'4", 15 determination, pretty decent physicals. He would be great as well. He is currently wanted by Newcastle, Spurs, and Chelsea. Ask if he would like to come in. He does want to come in. This is why you do this scout method, boys. This is why you do the scout method. $950K up front for this guy. Wow. This is why you do it, boys. For those that don't know the scout method, player search, you just go, you put all 36 stats on, and you just mess around with the age and the players. You're looking for about 15 15s. So 15 total stat. 15 of them is generally a world-class footballer. So at 16, 17 is a world-class one. So you're looking for like guys with like 19 stats of 13 and stuff like that to really come in and do your job. So yeah, he's pretty good. Now we're going to search just by 18-year-olds for homegrown talent. And we'll go to like 12 and see if anyone comes up. We got 15 players. So anyone on this list that we're not scouting needs to be scouted like now as well. And who's the cheapest guy on this list? This guy's 400K. Young midfielder who's 5'7". Someone like this with those physicals is pretty damn good too, right? Promising striker. Oh, like he would be great on the bench as well. But this is what you do. Yeah, Dell's too good. Just a squad player because we might not get you doing what we need to. I am happy to give you a little bit more money here if we can remove that. Done, buddy. Chelsea make a Dow bid, which is not good for us. Watson gets Young Player of the Month award. We'll congratulate David Watson because he did play very well. Just needs to learn how to take a long throw and he'd be perfect. Gargilla should be already travelling. He is. He's joining him soon. I wouldn't mind some more scouts, actually, so we can get through this scouting list. Gibson leaves preying, request summary to inbox. We're going to continue on. If you are enjoying the scout, let us know. Scouts increase to 10. First thing we do is go to scouts now, and we just go like anyone that wants to come in. 15, 15, and if they're free agent, they're coming in. So yeah, this guy's a free agent, so you just bring him in. Mate, you're a scout. Okay, you're a scout only. Cool. Only one free agent, cool. And then you just search by price. So you got this guy who's a chief scout. To be fair, you're probably better than what my chief scout is, so we're just going to have a look at that. Yeah, you're better than him, so you can come in. We'll go with that. All right, so Brian Rodriguez at Wolves. Very tempted. Pretty good right foot. He can get up and down. He's not bad. Mendivi's okay. This goalkeeper for 8 million is not the worst. At 5'11", though, he's too small. Seg's quick. 6'3". Good championship sort of striker. He would be a great player off the bench, to be honest, but he's on way too much money. Off the bench, he would be fantastic. But how much wage do you want? He wants 100k a week. You're not starting a player, so we probably don't go with him. Fatawu at Leicester's pretty good, but not the great. Ben Davies, no. Ricardo Pereira, no. Jason Steele, probably too much money. Midfielder's no good. Carl Rushworth, I think, could be a backup keeper for us, so I ain't going to add him to the shortlist. Matoma doesn't want to come in. Cool. Centre-back's not that great. Matt O'Reilly's pretty damn good. 6'2", would love to bring him. He's doubtful. Big amount of money, but again, would be really good. Hill, no. Webster, no. Antonio, no. De Kuyper, no. Sammartino is really, 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 really good. I would almost say he's worth the 50 mil. If you can get him developing. Minte is just a rapid beast, but not enough money. I will add him to the shortlist in case he gets listed. For Bruggen, I don't need another first-team keeper. Weef is not bad at 6'2". Good ball-winning midfielder, can play defender. Lewis Cook wouldn't be the worst. Eagle's alright. Johannesson could go to Reims. Arsenal and Palace just bid for Jevy Simmons. Concer's got caught up for the under-21s. Tossen's in. Our first signing is Tossen for 3.2 million to be the backup centre-back, but could also be a right-back for us. Jevy Simmons offer. I will accept that for 15 million. And he's incredibly interested. Jevy, star player. Jevy, me and you are happy to deal. Me and you are happy to deal, Jev. $25 million for this winger from Liverpool. Harry Suter, 6'6", slight interest, would be a great backup centre-back, Harry Suter, right? At Wolves, on loan from Forest. Imagine Harry Suter being in this system at 6'6", just coming in and just being a backup for 9 mil. Harry, would you want to be a backup? Wouldn't mind Harry Suter as a backup centre-back with his height. He's not good enough. Interest in Suter. Yep. I do have interest. It just sucks that you can't just see what they want and then be like, I'm not making a bid. I'm just interested in him. Can you tell me about the interest? And then the agent doesn't get upset when I don't make a bid. But yeah. See what happens there with the scouts and stuff. So now it's just about waiting to see what comes through. $13 million future fee if he plays 5 games. Come on. Take it. I would do that in a heartbeat for Kazu Asari. Millcraft at Brighton, not good enough. Brozier I would like. 6'3" would be really good. Not good. Not good. Keeper's not good enough. This guy at Wigan is okay. This guy's worth being in the shortlist for 16 million in Pulse Sitar. He could be a really decent option. He's not good enough. All right, we'll continue on. Let the game automatically sim as I just go check my phone again. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, come on. Silly thing. 49 in the inbox, let's do it. Alright, should be some really, really good bits of talent here. Staff numbers upgraded, which is the scouts. This guy's not good enough. Aaron Ramsdale I would like, but not going to happen. He's outrageous on FM, even though in real life he's not that good. Right back's pretty good for 28 million. Winger's okay at Coventry. And Burrell. Bansy's alright. You're okay. Started the transfer window. We're rumoured with Max Bird. Give him a scout. I don't think he's good enough for us. Isaiah Jones. Sorry, not even going to scout. That's pretty poor. And Lewis as a backup centre-back. Maybe depending on the scout report. Tosin's in. Ask Bosniak to welcome in Tosin. Thank you very much, Tosin. Tosin. We'll just jump into fullback on defend for now. But will likely be a backup option. Reading make a low bid. Going to reject that for now because he could be part of the squad. Jevy Simmons gets a bid from Spurs. Hoffenheim, if you want to make a bid, by all means. Unfortunately, miss out on the midfielder, so unlucky. Not good enough. Jorginho Ruta would be an interesting option. 6 foot, can play up front. Very well rounded, 23. Probably worth being in the shortlist. Not good enough. Danny Belbeck retired, so can't do that. Bornanote has interest, but too much money. Believe is too much money. Lewis Dunk doesn't want to leave. Van Heck doesn't want to leave. Berg I really want for 5 mil. Also injured at the moment with a cold, so that's fine. Lorenzo Luca has no interest. He just joined Fulham. For 33 mil, we missed out. Adil's not my signing, not my type. Oliver Skips requested to leave. 60. This goalkeeper's leaving on a free. 6'2". Just gonna go and let's just do that for now. Under 18s, Creswell retires. Johannesson bid, we'll leave that for now because we probably will. Ricardo Fuller's come in. $10 million up front. I will take that for our backup goalkeeper because I don't think Johannesson will play much. Now the goal is to find a young goalkeeper that can come in and just do a job. Preferably at 18. That he can become homegrown or... Yeah. Wow, Devon wants to come in. He's a good defending option. But Devon could come in and just learn how to defend. He's 5'10". He would do a job. Would be better than Mbabu. I need an updated scout report on Devon Wrench. That's cheap though for him. Macon's probably not bad, but not great. It's a bit short. 240k for the winger. Cilia. Yeah, it is what it is. Alright. Just continue to scout all of them. Texting my girlfriend. Replace Creswell as vice captain. Definitely Anton. Definitely Anton. Anton definitely vice captain. Current international, the whole reason we brought him in was for him to probably just become captain, not vice captain. Yes, Jevy's in. We got Jevy Simmons over everybody else. Wow, that is an absolute cue. We've got our right winger. It's Jevon Simmons at 19. Takova Reed as a winger. We don't care now. In you come, Jevon Simmons. We beat Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City. Oh my word, lads. All right, Jevon, learn to play right wing, please. Winger on attack. Thank you very much for coming. You know what you're doing. Jevon Simmons, ladies and gentlemen. Jevon Simmons. Wow, what a signing that is. Did not expect it. Training, winger on attack. Can we work with some pace, please? You need to become a bit nippier. Wowzers. Did not expect it, but Jevon Simmons for 15 million is huge. Already capped by the Netherlands. Already 4-star. Would arguably be one of our best players, I think. He is our best player according to the game. That is an upgrade and a half at right wing and it only cost us 15 million. That is sensational. Still need a right back. But at the moment, this is sensational. Who's our current captain? That's the question. Ben Gibson. Nah. Try and get him out. But yeah, that lets Anton be our captain, which is really good. Jevy Simmons, we just lost another scout, which is not good. All right, so we need a right back and a target forward, and potentially a guy with a long throw would be handy, but yeah. You're not that good. These two aren't that good. This guy's not good enough. Keep scouting for now. Zaragoza would have been a great signing. Could also be a backup left winger. But I'm not going to bring him in and him wanting to be first choice to Cian McGuinness. I'd rather keep the money for other positions like the striker role and the right back role. So this wing is okay. Need to find a backup keeper for sure. Don't think we have anyone that's like in the 18s that is like outrageous. We don't have anyone in the 21s that's outrageous. No. Didn't think so. We're not at that stage of the save. If I clear this and just go homegrown status is at is trained at club. Who would be the best? Nathaniel Collins at 24. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Oh, that's a keeper that's been homegrown at Stoke, and he's got good one-on-ones and good kicking. At Pompey, he's played twice in the championship. He would be a great backup. I like the look of you as a backup. I like having homegrown goalkeepers on the bench because it's good for Champions League. I know we're miles away, we might not even get to play Champions League, but it's kind of just how I set up my scouting. Backup keeper always be homegrown if possible at the club, or be a wonder kid that is developing that will become homegrown. But yeah. Right, Rio wouldn't be a bad signing, but we don't need him. Britos is a backup keeper. Petrovic is a keeper. Chris Riggs not bad. Martin Vink wouldn't be the worst at the back. Rasmus Højlund I don't particularly like. This guy is definitely not good enough. .6, 6'3", does the big three things. Like, as a centre-back on defend, as a Swedish international for 5.6 million, he is not bad as a backup. Isaac Hein. I don't mind him because he can win the ball. He's got great jumping reach. Don't know why he brings the ball out of defence. He's not that good. But I really like him. He's not bad. He's my type of centre-back. decline that. Reading make a bid. Not going to happen. Stoke make a loan bid for Anderson. That's fine. Or Salford, sorry. Ben Gibson has bids. We're going to accept both. I don't want him to be around at the club after stripping him captaincy. Man, Diogo Capola would be really good. 6'4", well-rounded, decent potential. Yeah, Diogo Capola could be, like, not bad as an option. Wait and see the official scout report for Diogo Capola because he could become really, really usable. Waiting for the Brownlow count to start. Promising centre-back, 6'1" from Gladbach, not the worst. He's alright. He's meh. Kinski for 48k is really usable. Adam Holzak's not good enough, I've used him. This guy, they reckon he's going to be decent. I don't see it. Johnson snubs Lorient, interesting. I know he's wanted at the moment, so yeah. We'll see if he gets that bid from El Adihad or El Halal who want him. And if he does, he will just go, and that's that. Right, this guy's coming in as a scout. Nunny's coming in as a scout. Valentine's coming in as a scout. Alright, let's continue on. Anderson's off on loan. All of them are not bad. This guy at Union Berlin for 14 million would not be bad as well. Like, proper ball winner. I don't need it. Wrong side, Derek. Man, if Derek was on the other side, would have been perfect. Looks really good, too. Everyone else on that list, we're just going to go and get rid of. Should get an updated scout report here in a second. Coppola's interested. I'm interested. I think he would be a really good option. Don't think you're any good. Don't think you're any good. Actually, to be fair to him, he was actually not bad. Doesn't want to come in anyway. Coppola's like a decent championship player with great potential, who's 6'4" and fairly well rounded. I would love to bring him in. Only wants to be a squad player as well, which is like brilliant. $4.7 million for Diego Coppola is just fantastic. This is just such an easy move. Squad player, knows what he's doing, can come in, he's pretty tall. Just remove that, remove that, remove that. 5-year deal and give me like 33k. How about we do this and you give me 5-year deal? That's good. Yep, beautiful, done. Ready to make a low bid. I'm going to just let that go for a bit. All right, let's continue on here. I think Diego Coppola is just a really good option at centre back. Pascal would be a pretty decent keeper to come in as the first choice. Johannesson has no interest. Look, 13.5 million, 12.5 million, done. Josh Sargent's okay. Luca's okay. This guy's pretty good, but he doesn't want to come in from Anderlecht, which is annoying. Promising attacking midfielder, got pretty decent potential. For 1.3 million, he could do a job. This guy at centre back at 6'5" is okay. Patrick Dorgu, love Dorgu, but he's already travelling. Concert update is fine. That's that low bid. We're just going to let it sit there. I don't want to get rid of low because he's 6'5". It would be a pretty good, like, play in the under 21s, use him occasionally in the first team sort of guy. Small reputation boost. Of course we did. We stayed in the Prem. Of course we had a reputation boost. Don't want to really let Lawrence go. For me, Lawrence should stay. If not, if Lawrence ends up getting a bid of like 25 plus, we just sell him and let Concert do his thing. Prefer him as a central defender and defend, to be fair as well. I don't think you're as good. Apparently he can pass. What's Concert's passing? 15. Like, he's a proper ball winning defender. I don't want to really play 2, to be honest. Heidel at Rapid. Look, he's pretty solid at 6'2". If we lost Henderson, sure, but I don't think that would happen. None of our starting 11 guys have got any interest, which is good. Changes rules for the Premier League season expectation. Happy to do what they need. They want a recruitment analyst. You just say yes to this all the time. You don't even just bother requesting anything else because they never give it to you and then they get upset. All right, we are predicted to come bottom. Second bottom. Apparently Birmingham are going to be the side that's whatever. Their game's picked up that we're playing 4-4-2. They want McGuinness and Simmons to play in the middle. Look, I understand Simmons can play as a central midfielder on attack, but I wouldn't do it. He could also be a pretty good box-to-box midfielder, not going to lie. If I needed. That's not a bad option, actually. Offers made for Pascal. Who went for him? Atlanta and Palace. Interesting. Gibson's out the way. Good luck to you, Gibson. Club captain, but you're going. Elijah's not bad, a little bit of talent. Accept the under 21 convocation. That's good, that's good. Save the game, it's been a while. Not bad, pretty good scout this one. We've been live for a few hours and the scouting's going well. Around the world, let's have a look. Last coffee of the day, let's get some water. If you are watching, say g'day, let me know where you're watching from. There's that goalkeeper that we're meant to get a scout report on. Already done, apparently. You didn't show me who the keeper was and if he was any decent. B negative, yeah, like decent Premier League keeper. Oh, hello. I want him to be our backup. Brentford make a Strun Larson bid, which is annoying. This guy, by the way, as a backup for 1 point something million is pretty good. Wish he would stay, but he won't. Coppola's in, which is good. Alright, let's do it. Accept the Diogo Coppola signing. That is a great signing. I can't believe he's here. So nice. Now we just need a striker. Tollis is good. This guy for 14 million as a central midfielder is not the worst. Promising forward. Yeah, you're alright. Minte would be not bad. Don't need him. William Clem would be extremely interested. I wouldn't mind William. Diego Coppola will come straight into the backup centre-back role. Never used him on FN. $40 million for Strun Larson, 6'4" would be a pretty good option, I feel. Palace go in for him. Bosnijek, they have a bid. Leicester, huh? I'll wait and see what happens here, but I am tempted by this to sell Bosnijek. $125. Let's go with the agent fee. Let's go and avoid relegation. Give you $700. Give you a bit more appearance fee. Team of the year bonus. All right, Strand Larson, we have a yes on. 25 years of age, in his prime. Would be one of the most expensive players here at the football club, but we have a bid that is accepted. Hopefully he doesn't go to Palace. That would make Palace a lot stronger. Yeah, that's what I thought. 2.5 mil for Nathan Lowe, and you guys can start having him. 2.5 mil though. All right, let's continue on. Vega's okay. Keeper's okay. Keeper's pretty good. Add him to the shortlist if we needed a keeper. At the moment, no one has big amounts of interest in him, which is pretty good. And my old man texted me. Tactical preseason's fine. Squad numbers, our scouts got upgraded. That's cool. Need a right back. And then depth. Civet's not for sale, obviously. Brian Bobby's not for sale. Centre back wasn't bad. Ivan Wrench wouldn't be the worst. We'll see if this Strun Larson bid comes to fruition. I would then sell Bosnijek to fund other moves as well. Release Boham for sure. Oh, apparently these guys are all out of contract. Shit. Release Dell. He's not good enough. General manager. Whatever. You can just come back in and do your job, buddy. Release that as a scout. You're not good, Ian Turner. Morris is not good enough. Physio Danny Fishwick. It's good enough probably to get a new contract. Need to go and get some coaches and stuff. Cool. Lucas Bergstrom's okay. Keeper's okay. Centre back is not. A bat is never going to come in. And yeah, you're not good enough. Staff. So we need 2 physios and 2 sports scientists. So that's easy enough to go. So we just go clear. We go to medical. We go to physio. And we go to physiotherapy of 20. And you got plenty. So we go with the youngest, Marco Rossi. Ruben. Probably better than our head physio, so we'll just do that. And we'll go with this guy to be a physio. Tullian lad, cool. Don't know who our head physio is. Head physio is Beatty. Oh, he's got 20 as well. So whoever's coming in as the head physio, we do not need now. Yeah, we don't need you. Now we need 2 sports scientists. Well, that worked out well. Sports science of 20 and medical is a sports scientist. Head of sports science, you may as well come in because you're probably better than my current sports scientist. And we'll move that to 19. Move it to 18. And this person is on a free. Head of sports science is Matthew Bickley, and it's got 16. We might as well upgrade it. Down to 9 scouts. We need a couple performance analysis as well. All right, so coaching, performance analysis, remove that. I want determination of 15 because you're going to be around the squad. All right, analyzing data. And I can't remember what the other one was. Anyone that meets those 3? I doubt it. This guy. General manager. Okay, you're not going to come in and do that role, are you? That's fine. And this guy's a performance analyst as well. Wouldn't be the worst as well. So let's go and do that here. No. Performance analysis, mate. Walk away. Get this guy in as well. So that would be 2 performance analysis that brings us back up. This is all fine. Recruitment analysis do we need now? Woody as a recruitment analysis is pretty good, so we'll bring you in, Wood. Seeing Gillespie as a recruitment analyst. Bring you in. This guy's a recruitment analysis, we'll bring you in as well. And we'll bring this guy in as a recruitment analyst. He's really good. A bit of staff coming in, it's pretty good to do. 1 second, guys. Pellegrini is in. Beautiful. Set him on an intensive language course. Already should have been on one. Ben Pearson I'm going to try and sell, actually. See, we get a bid in here for Ben. I did Spacs. I did a few. I did a couple. I did one with Adelaide United that was pretty cool. Being that that's my hometown club. I also did a journeyman, which we started at United as well. Thank you very much for the follow, though. It was good fun, a little bit easy in the A-League, to be fair, but yeah. All right, I'm happy for this to be done. If you give me 30 million up front, we can have a discussion. I am happy for that to be accepted. Bosniak, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be starting for me. I'm happy for that to be taken. Still need a striker, still need a right back. Yeah, I am. I'm over the moon, mate. My mate Paulie, who I do the Fantasy FPL Chasing Rank podcast with, over on YouTube there, and is also a fellow streamer when he does stream. He coached him at high school. It was his high school PE teacher and head coach. So, yeah, I sat next to Nestry in the Nestry's family in the stands for a couple of A-League games because that's where he gives Paul his tickets and I go with him. And yeah, lovely family, lovely guy. So yeah, I'm over the moon for Nestry doing so well. People think, oh, why did Bayern get rid of him then? If he was so good. Bayern have such a ridiculously low buyback clause that if he does well, they'll just buy him back. So yeah, it's a glorified loan. Hugo Nemeth is not as good as he was in other saves on this one. Centre-back's okay, but not really that good. Cole Campbell's air. This guy's okay as well at FC20. Could be a decent backup option. Too much money, though. I hope so, too. And there's still hope for Garang. Like, he's still young, but Mariner supporter, cool, nice. Guess you're watching from the Central Coast? David is really good. I would love to bring him in as well, but I need a backup left back, so it'd be interesting to see what he does. I actually need a backup left back. This makes a lot of sense. Forgot that I need a backup left back. David, you're in. Attacking fullback, he would have been not bad as well. Nah, Gold Coast? Nice. I was just up at the Gold Coast for poker. Just came back. Tyler Dibbling would have been a not bad signing. Joe Gomez, I really want. But yeah, he's interested. Comes down to how much money I have to spend, to be fair, Mr. Gomez. Just leave them all there for now. I'm waiting to see if we get Strun Larson or not. Done. Don't know why the game said this is out of our purview, but yeah, that's fine. Obviously, Pellegrini was here on loan last season and in his final year of the contract and did well. Nice, always been Adelaide myself, but yeah. Look, all he needs is one good loan and some game time, and that's it. Asking price of Pearson, what sort of price? He wants 1.5 mil. Look, if someone comes in and gives me 1.5, I am more than happy to go with it, mate. Who else do we have in this list? Ben Wilmot is wanted by Rangers. Look, Rangers, give me a mil and you can have him. Thomas is definitely not good enough for this price tag. I think this is an inflated price tag. I'm going to offer him out for 6 mil and see if someone sniffs. Recruitment analysis is in. A couple of things being delayed here. That's fine. Alright, continue on. Trial day. Bosniak snubs Leicester. That would have been great money. Wanted just by Leicester, which is unfortunate. I'm not going to force him out because he's pretty good to have. But yeah. Wow, Tommaso Martinelli is a free agent. Bang, you're in. That is outrageous. Just give him whatever he wants. This 18-year-old is not the worst. He's alright. He's not good enough, unfortunately, the 17-year-old. This guy wasn't bad at Finewood, but he doesn't want to come. Maybe in the future. Borza, mate, what contract would you like? You're going to get whatever you want, mate. I'm happy with literally everything there, so that's fine. He locked in those release fees, but that's okay. Backup keeper can go. Yeah. Recruitment analysis in. Still not comfortable getting forward whenever he wants. That's fine, McGuinness. You can just do whatever you want. You're still very good, buddy. Pietro left and joined in the same day, so we need to put him back in there. Still can't believe we got Jevy and Simmons. Such a good signing. This guy as a winger is going to be insane. I could also play him inverted and just tell him to come inside a little bit more, but I think as an out-and-out winger, he's outrageous. When trying to not do too much until we know what happens with Tommaso Martinelli. And if us, Tommaso Martinelli, with Sean Larson, I will sign both our backup keeper from Stoke and Tommaso and play Tommaso and just use the other guys as a pure backup. And Tommaso can play under 21s and then play the occasional cup game. And then, yeah. Because, like, in the future would be really good. Andreas is pretty good. This guy's okay. Not the worst. Pretty decent backup keeper. Derby County make a bid. Mate, you're on the way for 6 mil. That's unreal. You can just go for both. That's fine. I just want him out the thing. Rangers make a build of a mil. See you later, Ben Wilmot. Pearson for 1.5. See you later, Ben Pearson. Good. We're turning over the squad, which is nice. We're getting rid of a lot of our deadwood that helped us get to the Prem. Just about getting in as much money as possible while we're upgrading the squad. I don't want the biggest squad, but I want some really nice heavy hitters in this first 11. And then I want a lot of guys that are young that can develop. Tasting the going. FC Porto make a Henderson bid. Oh, no. Henderson, let's go. Oh, I didn't realise Henderson had a 4.8 mil release fee. Shit. Backup keeper's in. That's good. Come on, Joe. I did not remember that Henderson had a 4.8 mil release fee. Fuck. Well, that's no good. Joe Bursick comes into here. Oh, I completely forgot. I have screwed the pooch. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Contract. Didn't even come up here. Whatever. Joe comes in, backup keeper is homegrown. I actually don't mind him. I think he's pretty decent. Second nationality is homegrown domestically, which is pretty cool. At Stoke. Played at Stoke for a little bit. Played in the championship. Man, good backup keeper to have, Joe Bursick. Right. Now it's a question, is Tommaso Martinelli good enough to come in? I honestly think at 6'4", we just get him in and train him, just be like, mate, first team minutes, Italian, under 21 cap, just off you go on a free. He's got 15 reflexes and just be like, look, you're going to be baptism of fire this season. We might not be great, but you'll be right. May as well take the bid. I can't believe this. What is your release fee that allows you to go for 4 point something million? Clubs in a continental composition. Oh, yeah. You can't block it, Boyd. I would love for him to go. Strunt Larsson's in. We got him in for 40-something million. Strunt Larsson, here you are. I am so disappointed we're losing Henderson. I completely forgot. But at least we got Big John Strunt Larsson from Wolves who got relegated. I've never used him on FM. He always looks good. In comes Strunt Larsson. We just signed this guy as well, David, who is pretty good at left back. Got a lot of scout reports here. Oscar Bob would be fantastic, not gonna lie. Molde, 5'10". He might be a good backup striker for us. 17-year-old dubious, not the worth probably meeting his release fee. Rui Silva is a backup centre back. Currently has a bid at the moment from PTM. David comes in as the backup left back. Strun Larson, though, comes in up front. Where are you, Strun? I think complete forward on support for Strun Larson to help in build-up is pretty good, and allows for him to drop deep and allows McGuinness to get forward for Pellegrini to get into space as well. I think that's what we're going to go with. Complete forward on support and Pellegrini. All right, we just need to find a really good right back. I really hope we get Tommaso now, or else we need to go for a goalkeeper, and that wasn't on my agenda today. Don't know why this guy has such a good thing, reputation. Makes no sense. Ramsdale's unhappy. I will go for Ramsdale if it comes to it. But I don't think I have the money. I can't believe we're losing Henderson for fucking 5 mil. I hope he says no to both contracts and then we get just talk to him. All right, 1 second, lads. We're all good. We're back. Thank you for the follow, iBondi. Where are you watching from? Wilmot's going. 1 mil. See you, Wilmot. All right, we're in a pretty good spot. We also got a pretty good backup left back. Our back four of Mbabu, Coppola, Tossin, and David is pretty good. Basie is a backup right winger, is not bad. Madsen will do a job, can play multiple positions, 6 foot, don't mind him. Milanov's the weakest one, but that's fine. Basie can play either side, I don't really care. Means probably not good enough, but for a year it's fine. Bosnijek, I wouldn't mind him going, but he rejected the bid from Leicester, which I don't like, but yeah. Now it's just a right back, and I would love Henderson to stay, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. Thomas is going for 6 mil. That is huge as well. Outrageous. Can't believe we screwed up with the keeper. Henderson was arguably our player of the year last year too. Need to make sure what time the Brownlow count starts as well. Forgot about that. Brownlow starts in 10 minutes. All right. We're going to be off in 10 minutes so we can watch the Brownlow, lads. Fullback is Air. Don't think I would get him in. Do need a fullback, but that's fine. This all depends on money. I'll come back to them in a second. Clem's not whatever. This guy at Bayern's really well-rounded. Yeah, Boers has committed himself to the club again. That's pretty good. He's doing well. Don't mind everything else there. The downward arrows. David, I think, will honestly nearly get him for being that good. We got 2 really good guys in here, which I'm pretty happy with. So we've got 10 minutes till the Brownlow starts, and then we'll be off. Bottle just leaked from when I just filled it. Goncalves is okay. This guy's okay. Keeper's not bad. Fullback's alright. This guy's pretty good. Midfield auction. I love the mentals on him at Atlanta. Doesn't really want to come in though. This guy's worth putting in the shortlist with that sort of potential. $74 million for Van Dijk from El Etihad. They should take that, Liverpool, because it's Football Manager. Lowe gets a bid from Luton. Not going to probably do it. Johannesson gets a bid. I'm going to just be like 12 mil, 5.5 and 18. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Henderson opts to stay. Oh my God. Go, go, go. Contract. Oh, he wants to go to El Nazari. That's why. Well, they're not in a continental competition. So guess what, Henderson? Guess what, Jordan? There's a world where he stays. Transfer status, unspecified, confirm. Apparently he's only worth 7 million. There is no way Henderson's worth 7 mil. We need a right back. Waiting for all these scout reports at the moment. Got a bid from OJ Nice. I'm going to go for him. I don't know how much money we got to spend, 11, so we got to kind of go for him. Happy with all of that, off we go. Doesn't enjoy a big game, which is what I hate. But there's not much I can do, I don't think. And Kirkes would be really good, but he's not really a defensively minded right back. I want a defensively minded right back. Maxime Esteve would be outrageous. 6'4", just sitting there doing whatever. Pearson had a bid and didn't go. Great tune. Is Junior homegrown? No. Alright. So if Junior was homegrown, we'd keep him. We might sell him, just trying to get some more money into the club. Getting Babu in here for this game. With that being said though, boys, that is going to bring us to the end of the stream. I've got the Brownlow starting in literally a couple of minutes, and I want to go and watch it. Wow, Tommaso's coming in. So that's the big thing, is Tommaso's coming in. He's got pretty good potential. But I would probably need a better keeper. Come on, just talk to me. Talk to me, Henderson. I don't want to lose you. But yeah. There we are, boys. That is us done. We've got through pre-season. We have basically got all our signings. We just need a right back that is better than Mbabu, and I'm pretty happy. Ideally, I would like probably another backup central midfielder that is under the age of 20 with development. Probably an 18-year-old. But yeah, if you have enjoyed, make sure to check out the YouTube. Hit the sub button over there. We do release content about this save every episode. And of course,